Today I'm going to read the story Full House, An Invitation to Fractions by Dayle and Dodd with permission from Candlewick Press. Before I get started with the story, I want you to think about fractions and that they are a piece of a whole. So in our story today, the house is the whole thing. And we're going to talk about the different rooms that are in the house as being our fractional pieces. So as you're working on this, you will have in front of you on your screen a house. And there will be directions along the way, and you'll be able to click and drag different colors into the windows of the house, and then we'll be able to label those fractions. So let's get started with the story. Full House, An Invitation to Fractions by Dayle and Dodd, illustrated by Abby Carter. The Strawberry Inn was run by Miss Bloom. Happy was she to fill every room. With one for herself and 5 for the guests, there were 6 rooms in all for a cozy night's rest. Knock, knock went the door. Ding dong, the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. Hey, a rest, that be my wish, said Sea Captain Duffy, who smelled just like fish. So Sea Captain Duffy, all tired and done, followed Miss Bloom to room number 1. Now, 1 room of 6 had a guest for the night. To fill up the inn would be pure delight. So, there are 6 rooms in the house, and 1 is full. So I want you to look at the document on your screen, and I want you to drag the blue box into a window. And then I want you to drag the fraction that is showing how many we have. So that is representative of 1/6. Knock, knock went the door. Ding dong, the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. Charmed, I'm sure, said the Duchess Buffet. Smoochie and I are on holiday. So the Duchess Buffet, in sapphires of blue, followed Miss Bloom to room number 2. Now, 2 rooms of 6 had guests for the night. To fill up the inn would be pure delight. So now I want you to slide the yellow box and label how many rooms are now filled. Knock, knock went the door. Ding dong, the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. Care for a hairbrush, a toothbrush, a comb, or maybe a vacuum, said salesman Jerome. Arms full of shoe polish, pots, pans, and tea, he followed Miss Bloom to room number 3. Now 3 rooms of 6 had guests for the night. To fill up the inn would be pure delight. So because there are 3 rooms out of the 6 that are full, 3/6 are full. So now I want you to take the green box and slide it in for salesman Jerome's room. Knock, knock went the door. Ding dong, the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. In town for my show, said Trainer P. Klein. From smallest to largest, His dogs stood in line. Then Trainer Peakline and doggies galore danced down the hall to room number 4. Now 4 rooms of 6 had guests for the night. To fill up the inn would be pure delight. And this says 4/6. Please move the orange box for Trainer Peakline's room. Knock, knock went the door. Ding dong, the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. My biggest race ever, said Johnny Z. Power. I hit 210 miles per hour. Carrying his trophy and pleased to arrive, he followed Miss Bloom to room number 5. 5 rooms of 6 had guests for the night, filling Miss Bloom with pure delight. 5/6. And please move the red box for Johnny Z. Power. Then into the kitchen Miss Bloom went to make a scrumptious dinner for all to partake. There were chicken and peas, potatoes au gratin, but the very best part Miss Bloom had forgotten. Maybe you can look in the background and make a guess what she forgot. A strawberry cake with whipped cream piled high still sat on the counter when the last dish was dry. Tired and happy, they all went to bed. Miss Bloom in room 6. It's a full house, she said. And I want you to notice here that because there are 6 rooms in the house and all 6 are filled, then she has 1 full house. I want you to please move the pink box, the only one left, into a room for Miss Bloom. The guests and Miss Bloom all called out good night, plumped up each pillow, and turned off each light. But then, in the dark, came shuffles and wiggles, whispers and mumbles, scruffles and giggles. Shadows were tiptoeing down the long hall. But where were they going? Bathrobes and all. Erp, slurp, yummy, yum. Suddenly, Miss Bloom sat up in bed. Something's not right at my inn, she said. She rushed to the kitchen and turned on the light. There she saw an astonishing sight. Five out of 6, and the dogs and the cat stood covered in cake from toe to top hat. Well, said Miss Bloom, and tiddly-dee, thank you for saving the last piece for me. So here's the cake. They cut it into 6 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one is the unit fraction 1/6. A unit fraction is when there is a 1 in the numerator, and that's the unit fraction. So there are 6 sixths altogether. 1/6, 2/6, you can count with me, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 6/6, 6/6. By the way, that's spelled S-I-X-T-H-S, sixths. 6/6 equals 1 whole cake. And by now, you should have all the boxes filled in on the sheet, and you should have named each of the fractions as we did it. After you're done putting all of those there, you're going to turn in this assignment by clicking the button in the upper right-hand corner. Your name will already be on it, so you're okay. Just click it, and I can't wait to see your work. Thanks.